Taki, thank you so much for speaking to Motor Media Namibia. You had an awesome presentation. I've learned a lot about oil, but from our side, oil is oil. You proved me wrong. Tell us a bit about motor oil.
Yeah, so that's the general concept. People often think oil is oil, and Motor's been developing oil since 1853, and oil can't just be oil if we're doing it so long. There's so many different components, and oil's really the lifeblood of an engine. So make sure we answer the right questions, ask the right questions, and actually evaluate what we need to use.
You also mentioned the word viscosity.
Yes.
Tell our viewers in layman's language, what are you talking about?
Yes, in layman's language, viscosity is actually a very detailed thing, but I think the easiest example I can give is the flow of oils, or the resistance to flow of any lubricant. So, two examples: syrup has extremely high viscosity, water a very low viscosity. Viscosity has to fill the gaps in your engine. You've got to keep metal parts apart, and the viscosity has to be just right.
I normally see Motul on DAKAR rallies. I'm an avid DAKAR follower. There's something big in DAKAR, I think. But obviously it's more than DAKAR. Tell us a bit about the Motul involvement in other and other motors.
Yeah, so at DAKAR our involvement is a R&D role. We have a lab at the track, and we do continuous testing and development at the event. So it's literally a 4x4 truck with a full-fledged lab in the back to do oil condition monitoring that we support competitors, but also allows us to test our lubricants in the toughest environments. I mean, DAKAR really, you go through hell, if I can put it like that. Bikes, cars, trucks are really tested to their limits, and that's why we love being part of the event. It's a passionate and like mythical type event, so it really falls and aligns with our brand perfectly, and that's why we support it so big.
What makes Motul different from the rest of the oils?
I think our biggest advantage as Motul is that we do our testing on the racetrack. We have a big motorsport involvement. We're a passionate company, and we really try to bring the highest value that we can and bring the best possible products to the market wherever we can. And I think through our motorsport, we have the right aspect to do R&D and test our products to the extreme limits.
So thank you for this part. I think next week we'll carry on because there's much more on oil than we really understand.
No, thank you, Francois, and thank you so much for having us here. There's so many questions that we have to answer.